Hello, I'm glad you're here. I'm Heels Good Dan and I would like to welcome you back to Into a Dream. In this video, I will be discussing persistent depressive disorder, PDD, which is also commonly known as dysthymia. I'll put that up on screen real quick because I don't know if I pronounced it properly.
He's avoiding me again. What is this place anyway? Well, I can't stand here. I must find out.
Alright, before I continue on, I want you to understand that while there are different types of depression, they often have similar signs and symptoms. In the case of PDD, this is a type of depression that lasts for at least 2 years continuously, with 2 or more depressive symptoms, and it is chronic, which is continuous and happening over an extended period of time.
He seems melancholic.
So this is where major depressive disorder, MDD, and persistent depressive disorder, PDD, differ. In MDD, it's a relatively stable or normal mood with a huge drop when you're severely depressed. In PDD, it's a constant low mood and it never really reaches normal. And by normal or stable, I just mean the absence of depression or low mood. I'll put a picture up just so you can understand it a little bit more with like a visual aid. As you can see in MDD, there are these deep lows and then it goes back to normal, and PDD, it's just constantly under the normal. Also, side note, in individuals with PDD, you can have major depressive episodes, and those are those drops as you can see, and that is known as double depression when you have PDD and MDD.
What the? A beach party? This is all over the place. Hey!
Hi!
Great party, isn't it?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I can't hear you.
I was saying, great party!
I'm James, nice to meet you.
Woohoo! Okay. Hi there. Hello? Well, that's rude. It's a gas bottle. Propane. Wasn't the company supposed to be a clean energy one?
These damn portable little cabins don't have any electricity, so we had no other option. But I assure you, in 2 years, with our technology, that will all go away.
Oh, yes, of course. I understand.
See you around.
See you. Excuse me for interrupting. May I have a word with you?
Sure. I'm Maria, and this is Michael.
Nice to meet you. I'm John.
Hello, John. I've never seen you before. It's this lunatic hiring spree we are on, now that we are rolling in it. So, which department do you work for?
I'm management.
Oh, Luke hasn't told you about me. I'm going to be the CTO of the company.
It is the silly season, isn't it? Try again.
Wow, he didn't buy that for a second. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine.
I got
We're
you.
fine.
No, I don't work for the company. I'm just a friend of his.
Really? I never heard your name before.
Come on, Michael. He must have some friends you don't know.
Doubtful. But
We were kind of countryside neighbors. You know, from that little hut he has in the woods.
oh, really? Do you believe that I, his best friend, has never been there? Well, welcome to the party, man. It's quite a nice one. Am I right?
Yeah, it's really great. What's it for?
You don't know? Our technology works. We can produce mass clean energy at a low price. The market is starting to believe in us. And we have the money. We are going to shape the world.
That's unreal. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Do you know where Luke is?
Actually, I haven't seen him in a while.
I've seen him going in the direction of the lighthouse. Always mysterious, that guy. He should be back shortly, though. Enjoy the party in the meantime, and dance a little. Don't let me see you without a glass.
Thanks, but I should find Luke. I can't stay long.
What do you mean you can't stay for long? This is the party of the century, my friend.
I'm sorry.
I'm just messing with you, man. Go and find Luke, and nice meeting you.
It was a pleasure, John.
Likewise. See ya!
So, what are the signs and symptoms of PDD? Well, they are similar, as I said, to MDD, but more mild or moderate. So you have a constant low mood, maybe you're always anxious. This is a good point to say that most depression diagnoses also have other co-diagnoses like anxiety disorders or panic disorders. It's not usually just depression, although it could be. You may have less energy, be tired more often, have feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, maybe even guilt, weight loss or weight gain, appetite changes, sleep disturbances, etc. And most depressions, if not all, are diagnosed through these signs and symptoms and
Rita,
various mental
that
status
you?
exams.
Hello? Sorry, have we met before?
Hi, yes, I'm John. John Stevens. We met in the woods not that long ago.
Oh, yes, I remember, of course. How are you, John?
I'm alright. How are you?
Same, thanks. Are you here for the party?
Yes, I am. I talked to Luke on that cliff you told me about, remember? He was waiting for that important call from work and, well, he told me all about the project and, well, he invited me to come along. Do you know where he might be?
No, sorry. Isn't he at the party with everyone else?
No, I thought you might know where he is.
Sorry.
Oh, it's alright, thank you. How about you? Why aren't you at the party?
I'm not much of a party person, to be honest. And I've come here to look for inspiration, I guess.
Really? What for?
Oh, I started writing a novel a few years back, but it's not any good.
A novel? Oh, how exciting. What's it about?
Oh, nonsense.
Just try me.
All right. One night I was walking right here and the lighthouse, the one over there, the light was on. I had never seen one so close, so I was mesmerized. After a while, my eyes drifted a tiny bit and I saw another light, a very faint one, on the horizon. It seemed to be from another lighthouse. So I started to imagine a relationship being built between these two lighthouse keepers who communicated with one another using light signs.
That sounds really interesting, Rita.
You don't need to say that just to make me feel better. But thanks.
No, it's true. And what happens to them?
Oh, one day I came back for some inspiration and I found that the lights were off. It made me feel uneasy and I couldn't stop thinking what it'd be like if all of a sudden one lighthouse keeper turned his light on and had no response. Nothing, just darkness. How would that feel? And as I came back, day after day, I realized that the lighthouses were not functioning most days. Anyway, who needs lighthouses nowadays, right? So I imagined the communication fading away through time, despair of the one who was trying to communicate, and the pain of the other who just couldn't do it. And I got stuck. I just don't know how to move forward.
Rita, I love it. It's fascinating, the lighthouses. It's fantastic.
Thank you, John. I think I was needing to hear that. Anyway, that reminds me, do you want to see the lighthouse?
Of course, I'd love to. Is it open?
It's probably locked, but they always leave a spare key close by. The family in charge used to let me go in whenever I wanted to help me with the book. But I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know where they keep the key nowadays.
Oh, thank you, Rita. I'll take a look around and see if I can spot it. Now I'm curious. And I'll leave you to your inspiration.
You're always a pleasure to talk to, John, and thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Now, a mental status exam just briefly is an assessment form that you fill out just to understand where you are, what your baseline is. I'll put an example on the screen. As you can see, it's just a very simple version.
How will I find Luke if I've no idea where to go?
Maybe if I talk to Rita again, I'll figure out where he is. I have no idea. I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
So, how's he?
Hard to get, as always. I haven't figured out exactly why the other lighthouse keeper stopped communicating. Anyway, it will come to me eventually, I guess.
Of course it will. I'll leave you alone then. See you.
Thanks, John. Bye.
Alright, nothing. She told me nothing. It's fine. I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, moving on. So we know the diagnosis is 2 years of a constant state of low mood, with 2 or more depressive signs and symptoms, and it can be determined through mental status exams. They could also use physical exams, even blood tests, and these are just to check for the biological reasons. But what really causes PDD? What increases the chances, etc.? Well, like all depressive disorders, no one really knows the exact cause, and most of the time it's many different factors combined. For PDD specifically, it's mainly thought to be a chemical imbalance. There is also a familial link, although there is no specific gene, or at least no gene that we've determined thus far that can cause it. Having a previous history of other depressive disorders can also cause it, as well as having chronic illnesses, other types of mental health illnesses such as anxiety disorders or panic disorders. There can also be environmental, social, even psychological factors. Dysthymia or PDD affects women twice as often as men, so we know that gender also plays a role. Similarly, sexuality also plays a role, so individuals that identify with LGBTQ+ community are also at risk. What's not often talked about, which is coming up more often recently, is Indigenous people. Those who suffered from intergenerational trauma are also at risk for certain depressive disorders.
It really is dark in here. Wait, I think I can... Ah, yes. It's a power generator. It's on. Why isn't it working? Oh, the bottle seems to be empty.
And now I need power to light it up. Alright, so there's just one problem after another, it seems. Alright, let's go and try to find a power source. If you identify with any of these signs, symptoms, risk factors, causes, or if you think that you may be depressed based on what you have learned, I encourage that you speak with a healthcare provider, even if it's just your family doctor. You could even go to a walk-in clinic, honestly. Try to stay connected with your support systems, like your friends or families, maybe your work, or if you have none of that, you can volunteer. Volunteer work is very good because that gives you that sense of gratitude, and it gives you some sort of purpose. And most importantly, take things day by day. It's fine, I'm just gonna take this little gas thing. It's fine, you won't even notice it's gone. I swear, it'll be like it was never here in the first place.
Alright, so we just need to attach this here. This cable goes there. Alright, all set. Let there be light. Wow, that is strong. Blinded me for a moment there. Wait, what's that? It's a light. There, on the horizon. Flashing red. It must be. It has to be Luke. Let's go.
Now we could go see Luke right now, but that door just lit up and that means potential secrets, so I'm gonna go do that first. Oh my god. Are you serious? I just may snap. For the love of all that is good in this world, climb up the damn ledge. Finally!
Oh, I think it's gonna start, Grandma.
How do you know that?
Didn't you hear?
Either you have very good hearing, or mine is already in decline, dear. Or your imagination is too fertile.
Don't say that. I'm not crazy.
I know, dear.
Look! Wow! I told you.
Now that I can hear. Well, you're right. I guess my ears are too old.
No, you're not too old.
Oh, thank you very much, little devil.
Sorry, I'm actually very lucky to have a grandmother like you.
Nice save, Anne.
Now let's see the fireworks. They're so beautiful. And we're the only ones allowed to see it from up here. Dad must have done something really amazing.
Well, don't forget, he had a great team with him. But yes, he did.
I'm so proud of him. Aren't you?
Ever since the day he was born. You do know he did this for you.
For me? Whatever do you mean?
Well, frankly, I don't understand much of it, but scientists are saying that if we don't change the way we live, the conditions for life could deteriorate, and with it, our quality of life. It won't affect me, maybe not even your parents, but your generation and beyond. Your father couldn't stand the idea of you going through that, so he put his entire soul into solving this problem.
And did he?
It seems like it. It seems that you and all the other kids won't have to worry about it after all.
My dad, he did this. You know what, Grandma?
What, sweetheart?
Sometimes I whine too much. I throw tantrums. I don't listen to him. I don't like it, Grandma. I don't know why I do it, but one time I was so mean to Mummy that later I found her crying in the bathroom. Daddy came to me that night and didn't say a word. He just looked at me with the saddest eyes I've ever seen. And I didn't care then. I'm not a good person, am I?
Oh, sweetheart. You are just like him when he was your age. Like me, even. And he turned out great, didn't he? And I didn't end up that bad either. They raised you well, dear. You are perfect, just as you are. And you'll turn out exactly like the ones you love.
You know I love you, don't you?
Me too, dear.
There's something here on the floor. They must have dropped it. It's a pill bottle. The label's all ripped.
Aw, that might have been a pain in my side, but that was a really beautiful cutscene. So the two people were Anne and her grandmother. I'm really glad I didn't skip that by accident. Games like this, well, any type of really story game where you can make choices and stuff, it's very easy to just miss something. Alright, I'm gonna try and go find Luke now. In terms of the remaining educational piece of the video, I've spoken about everything I wanted to for now regarding the persistent depressive disorder. I gave all the general information about like the differences between PDD and MDD, signs, symptoms, risk factors, causes. So in the next video, I will talk about the treatments and management. Again, you will see with all the depressive disorders that everything is pretty similar, but there are different specifics. Oh, and there's Luke. Okay, let's go.
Oh, here you are.
Hello? Do I know you? Hold on. John, isn't it?
Right. You remembered me.
John Stevens?
That's right.
What are you doing here? It's been a while.
Well, I heard the good news. You are the man of the moment. I thought I would stop by and shake hands.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's very nice of you.
Oh, I know this has nothing to do with me, but I just wanted to congratulate you myself. And who knows? Have a couple of beers, meet some people, maybe even dance a little. Great party.
Thank you. And yeah, it is.
Why aren't you at your own party? If you don't mind me asking.
I needed to get away for a while, you know? Life has been chaotic for so long. The waiting and the not knowing, and now suddenly things kind of worked out. It's strange and overwhelming.
I can only imagine. What you did is unbelievable.
It feels like a dream, to be honest. It feels like I'm waiting to wake up to find out reality is a nightmare where my family has left me, my project failed, and I have nowhere to go and no one to turn to.
Come on, Luke. You know that's not true.
I know. It seems like a long time ago. I decided I would commit to this. I don't think anyone understood why I had to do it, but I just couldn't not. And it seems that everything is on the edge. That all I conquered is so fragile and about to crumble. Here I am, with a party thrown due to the company I set up, the best of possible worlds. A supporting family, rooting and happy for me. It really is overwhelming. Too good to be true. So I needed a moment to catch my breath.
I can't imagine what you've been through.
One can't quit, right?
No, one cannot. I think I'd better leave you in peace for a while.
No, please stay. I sometimes get away from people to be able to breathe, but it's not that I like being alone.
I understand. How are Rita and Anne doing?
They're fine. Thanks for asking. Rita is always cheerful. God, how I envy her. As for Anne, she's been growing, you know? So quickly. Very soon she won't be my little Anne anymore. It's so strange, satisfyingly surreal, and there is a kind of sadness seeing my little girl bloom into a woman. An egotistical kind of sad, I have to confess.
They grow up, but they never stop feeling like our little baby, right?
I try not to say it to her that often now, but yes, that's exactly how it feels.
Luke?
Yeah, they can't stay kids forever, but there is something beautiful about raising a child into an adult that is grateful for all your efforts as a parent, and they can make you proud, in most cases at least. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed the video and thought it was informative, feel free to like. If you did not like the content, feel free to dislike and leave a constructive comment. If you want to stick around for future videos, please feel free to subscribe. There's power in each choice that you make. Stay safe, stay hopeful, you're worth it, and thank you for watching. Take care.